Hello YouTube and welcome to Danielle's Denture Diaries. I am Danielle and as you can see I am wearing a mask. And as you can probably imagine, I'm not wearing my dentures right now and I am not ready to show my face without my dentures in. I do not plan on ever listening to this video because for me, hearing my voice without my dentures is very frustrating. So, a little bit of context. My intentions were to document my hard reline process. If you guys can recall, in previous videos, I've kind of been going through some things. I got engaged. I am now actually getting ready to move, so at some point this will no longer be the background that you guys see. But anyway, I had known about my hard reline appointment for about 2 months now, since December, when I was told it wouldn't make sense to do my soft reline at that point because my dentures were still holding up pretty well, and my dentist had said that there are cases where doing the soft reline actually makes things even more uncomfortable. And if you watch that video, something that I talk about is exposed bone coming through, or the bone shards. And at any rate, I should have asked for at least the top to be relined anyway, and just not the bottom. I did not. So since then, I've been using cushion grip, and I've been very happy, I've been very content, a very great temporary solution to my ill-fitting denture moment or chapter. And then the hard reline date kind of snuck up on me. In fact, I had it marked on my calendar. I have a calendar in my kitchen, and it's dry erase. I put the hard reline date in, and I'm getting kind of emotional because I am getting frustrated hearing myself talk. And I'll talk more about that here in a minute. It wasn't until the day of that it sunk in. So, according to my dentist and the hygienist, it's very typical that to take someone's dentures and send them out to the lab for the hard reline, usually the turnaround is about, in some really amazing cases, it's a day, 24 hours, 48 hours, couple days maybe, but not a week. Apparently, where I live, people are understaffed, and that includes the lab technicians for dentures. So right now I am waiting an entire week. I handed my dentures in yesterday, Monday. I will not be getting them back until Monday morning next week. And anyway, I had woken up and I realized that, I had to adjust my morning routine. My son was going to be going with me to this appointment because the way that the drive to my dentist, to my son's daycare, I'd have to go back. It just didn't make sense. So as I'm adjusting things in my head, like, okay, this is a plan, this is what I got to do to be on time, it hits me. I'm going to be without my teeth. I'm going to be without my dentures. I'm going to be without my fangs. If I wear a mask again, I'm hoping I can find the one with fangs, by the way. Sorry, I thought I'd kind of cleanse the palate with some comedy for a minute. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So, that's happening. And I also realized, and those of you who've been following my story, my fiance, he knows that I wear dentures. I was very transparent from the beginning. And that was actually something that was very near and dear to my heart, is that whoever's going to be in mine and my son's life, it's a privilege, and I am raising a good human, and whoever's going to be in my life needs to be compassionate as well, along the lines or parallel to what I expect of my son one day. I found an amazing man. We're engaged now. Here we are. But it still dawned on me that this is going to be the first time since we've been together now that I would not have my teeth. And right now, we are living together, and we are getting ready to move into a new house together. And with that, I don't know how many of you have families, a loved one, you're married or you're dating, things like that. Something to plan for is the moments where you're not going to have your teeth, whether it be that you're ill and you can't stop upchucking. You don't want to accidentally upchuck your dentures into a toilet. I mean, that's a reality. Sometimes you're just not going to be in the mood. Sometimes they're going to be very painful. You're going to have those moments. Well, I've had those and I've navigated it. What I did not take into account was that he is now, with me all the time. And now I'm going to be going an entire week without them. And the weight hit me. And some of it does play in with vanity, which is why I'm emotional, because the dentures give me so much in terms of confidence and the ability to even do something like this, being on a YouTube channel or having one. I wouldn't have done that before. This is something that I knew it was going to be an amazing procedure for me, so I anticipated doing it, and I made my own private videos first, and then I got used to it, and then I got into it. I cried, and he came over to me because I was doing my makeup at the moment, and he just held me, and he reassured me there was nothing in this world that could change or stop the way he feels. And he said, of course, all the right things. It was still heavy for me because you get something so impactful in your life and something so game-changing, something that makes things so much better and gives you such a higher quality of life and feeling and self-love. And to have it taken, even if it's only temporary, was just really, really hard. And I was thinking about, I'm rubbing my eye. I'm not crying, I promise. The fact that it could have impacted my relationship was a fear. Another fear was just to not have them. They'd become a part of me. I'd grown to believe that they were a part of my identity, and now I'm without. And that's hard. And I'm wrapping my head around that part is, I got these with the intentions of never needing to see myself without teeth or with my teeth falling out and my crown's breaking and everything else. Cue in my first video I ever made. And now here I am getting ready to take my fangs and give them to someone else for a week. And it never registered. I never thought about it. And then I had already taken a week off from work, which I renegotiated that I would still go into work. I would work behind closed doors and do more of the behind the scenes part of my job. Things that I don't have to interface with anybody, but it makes what I do, what my team does, that much easier that I am behind the scenes uninterrupted and just getting things done and taken care of. And it takes more off their plate. But with my job, my actual job, I talk to people for a living. It is so hard to not answer the phone. And it's really hard to not walk around and talk to people that know me at my job. People that have gotten to know me, people that do know I wear dentures. I'm very open about it. But I cannot get past the way it sounds when I talk. And even right now, my hinges of my jaw are getting kind of tired because I think I'm closing my mouth more than usual because there's no teeth to get in the way. But I get very frustrated, especially by S's. So I have to try extra hard to enunciate, and it's just not my voice. It sounds like it's somebody else's, and I don't like it. I know how I usually sound, and it's not like this. And again, I don't know if you guys can hear a change. I don't know if my mask might be distorting even too. And my chest is like I'm shaking. I'm so anxious. In full transparency with you guys, this video is very hard to do, and the reason I want to do it is because if this is how I'm impacted by this face, I want to do what I can to set someone else up for better understanding and a better way of being prepared, and hopefully, ultimately, a better experience. Not to say I'm having a bad experience. This is just me coming around to the fact that this really is happening. And sleeping without them is uncomfortable. I have to figure out my eating because this whole time I'd been practicing eating with them, and now I'm back to even less than square one. Square one, I had my immediates in my mouth. This is even more so. So anyway, overall, it's frustrating to try and talk. My confidence definitely has taken a toll, which I anticipated, because I love flashing my smile and being confident and talking to anybody and everybody, and I love smiling and talking here on my channel with you guys, and here I am now wearing a mask. And that's because I can't even get beyond the point of you guys are going to hear me and my voice without my teeth in, let alone seeing me without them. And no, I'm still not ready to do that, so no, I'm not going to take my mask down. Not right now. Okay. The next thing that I will talk about is the process for my Reline. So that morning I got up, I got ready, I soaked my dentures as I do. I took the cushion grip out, I peeled it out, I soaked my dentures with the tablet. I brushed them and cleaned them pretty thoroughly, just like I normally would. I didn't do anything really any different. I put them in a case. I left them damp. I don't want them to dry out. And I put them in my purse and put them in my car. So I drove to work without them, and I wore my mask. My son was with me, and he sang to me the whole time, which helped me feel very relaxed, and the hygienists were giggling with him and talking to him, which put me more at ease too. And they did thank me for cleaning my dentures, so beware that it is very appreciated if you do clean your dentures. Do not have adhesive on your gums or your mouth or in your dentures if you can help it. Come in prepared without them even in. It's probably going to be the most efficient and a very considerate thing to do. Otherwise, they're going to have to clean it, and who knows what that would look like. So I sat in the chair. They confirmed the date for me to be giving the dentures to them that day and when I would be getting it back. And we waited for my dentist to come in. He came in, and I'm still not crying. I wore my makeup all day long and I haven't taken it off yet. And my dentures had the soft chair side reline that he had done. He said he needed to file it back significantly. I didn't turn around, I didn't really actually see what it was, but I did see a lot of it kind of fly past me as he was drilling. I'm assuming he had to break it down, create a smooth surface, because it did have air pockets and things like that in it. And it did fold over the sides of my dentures as well a little bit. So he took that down first. And then he took, it looked like a blue, I'm trying to find a blue. Kind of like this, but darker. Like, yeah, darker. Almost looked like toothpaste. And put it all through there. And surprisingly enough, if you compare the hard reline impression to the soft reline impression for me, or no, the initial denture impression, this hard reline impression was actually the closest to making me gag. I didn't gag for any of them. I was able to prepare and have my tongue kind of block the way a bit, but they put it inside the denture, put it in, told me to bite down. He kind of eyeballed it, pulled my lip down, made sure my mouth was completely closed and connected. The hard reline impression putty literally seeped out through the back and down and curved up my tongue. That's how much excess there was, and it came out between my lips. And my son even saw it, and he said, it looks like you ate a blue icicle, or a blue freezy. And I kind of giggled, but you cannot move. Held it there for a few minutes, and eventually they took it out, and it was like a perfect little plastic impression. By the time it was done, it has a consistency similar to cushion grip. I don't know if any of you have used it and you peel it after it's hardened. It's a lot like that once you get to the hard reline part. So now my fangs are at the lab, and they're going to be shined and polished and everything with the hard reline set, was what I was told, because like I said, some of that chair side reline had come over the side and was even a little bit on my teeth, which is kind of aggravating, but you know, I can't really be too, I try not to complain too much. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do another video like this one during my wait for the hard reline to come back. Maybe I will, just to do like a check-in. Sorry, my eyelash glue is like getting in the corner of my eye, I think. Figures it's the end of the day, right? That's normal. I love makeup way too much. Yeah, my eye's turning like pink now. But anyway, I just kind of figured I might as well just jump on here. I tell you guys pretty much everything anyway. And like I said, if someone can use this video to be better prepared than I was for their hard reline phase, you know, I'm all for it. If you guys do come up with any additional questions in the meantime, like I said, maybe I will make another follow-up video similar to this, and if I can find the mask with actual, like, vampire fangs, I'll wear that one next time, just because it's more, I think it's relevant. Go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know if you do think of anything else you'd like for me to talk about. If you like videos like this, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see even more from me in the future, go ahead and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.